This is Donovan Sargent, Lars Larson Show executive producer at SHOT Show 2020, the Shooting, Hunting, Outdoor Trade Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. A lot of interesting people and some with really great and amazing stories. Right now I'm here with Joseph Travers. He is with a group called SavedInAmerica, and I want to ask him a little bit about what they do. Now, I heard you were just in town because you were helping some folks out. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Absolutely. We came to town. This is our third time in Las Vegas, coordinating with Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on a joint operation to look for missing and exploited children. And last night we did an operation on one young girl we were looking for. We actually were able to find out where she's being held and where she's staying. We didn't get eyes on her, but we got the intelligence that we're going to go ahead and pass it on to Vegas Metropolitan Police Department.
Is this what you do nationally? Do you go worldwide? Tell us a bit about your organization.
Sure. We're out of San Diego, California, but we're a national organization. We've assisted in the recovery of 237 young girls now over a 4-year period. And the farthest we've been was Jacksonville, Florida. We covered a 15-year-old that took us 3.5 months across the United States to finally grab her from her predator. But it's about 5.5 days average from when we get a call from a parent or an organization, hey, we have this missing girl, can you find her? And what we try to do is it's more of a prevention organization where when a child runs away from home or goes missing, there's a 30% chance she'll get caught up in trafficking. So we try to get her. It's a race against the clock to get her before the trafficker does. And 60% of the time, 60% of those 237 girls, we have retrieved before the trafficker does. Unfortunately, the other 40%, we've had to recover them from the trafficker themselves.
Is that generally what you go on? Is a parent's call a request for help, or do you work with local police agencies? Do they say, hey, we got a report of a missing person now, can you guys give us a hand? Or, kind of how do you go about getting on these cases to find these children?
Yes, most of the time it's from a parent. And what we do is basically we have 3 foundational aspects to Saved in America. Number one, we only use former special operators, Navy SEALs. We have one gentleman from the British SAS on our team, and current or retired peace officers who all become licensed and insured private investigators. We never take money from parents, and we're all volunteers. We won't take money ourselves. So those are our 3 pillars. So what happens, a parent will contact us or sign a power of attorney, and then we'll give it over to our social networking investigators, our tech ops division, and we'll start searching for the girl. And once we get workable intel, we'll come out here like in Las Vegas with our mobile command center, and we'll try to find the child. And this time we found the location. If we would have got eyes on the girl, we would have did our actionable intel and then coordinated with Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to extract the child.
Okay. So in essence, you go and you do your own thing, and then once you've got eyes on the person that you're looking for, then you'll contact the local authorities and say, hey, this person's here. We know that they're missing. Can you give us a hand to go and extract them for whatever situation that they're in?
That's absolutely correct. The actual extraction is in coordination with law enforcement. So what we're basically high-tech surveillance operators that go out and donate all these investigative hours to law enforcement, both local, state, and federal, to assist them with resources. Because, with law enforcement, it's always about a resource. Right, and how much money and time and personnel do they have to go after runaways and missing children? So we try to fill that gap.
Now, when you say that you're using high-tech resources, is it social media stuff? Is it like what kind of technology are you using to track these children down with?
Yeah, great. That's one of the big things we use is social media investigation, but we also have a lot of other high-tech equipment that's in our mobile command center. We have all types of drones and all types of communications. We do geomapping. We do all kinds of things that get us to the girl or the bad guy.
Well, that's terrific. That's terrific. Now, how many children have you helped so far? Was it again?
That was 237 in the last 4 years. Our first recovery was December 2014. We recovered a 14-year-old girl in Oceanside, California that was trafficked since the age of 11. It's a really, really sad situation. But the good news is, just 6 months ago, she finally finished all her rehab, and now she's living in a safe place with her child.
No, that's the next thing. The next step, I suppose, is once you recover these children, what's the next step for them? Do you just return them back to their parents? Is it like a rehabilitation center that they go to, or is it kind of different for each one?
Yeah, it's a combination of the two. We retrieve the child, and of course the parent is in control of the child. So if we think there's something where the child does need rehab, we'll recommend that, but the decision is to the parent. Of course, in all cases, if the child was trafficked, they need to go to an in-house rehabilitation because it's so sad what they do to them. You know, they psychologically coerce them, extort them, they beat them, they gang rape them, you know, they inject them with drugs, mostly heroin, to entrap them. So the young girl now, all she wants is the opiate. And she'll do anything for the opiate. And that's the way, and the bad guys, by the way, your audience needs to know who the bad guys are. Let me tell you who they are. It's an evil triad we call the street gangs, prison gangs, and the cartels. It's all about that. And what they're doing, they have a monopoly on the drug trafficking trade here in this country, but they can sell a young girl over and over and over again. So they've segued into this industry, and that's where we come and we say, no, you're not going to take our kids. You want to make money on dope, which we don't believe anyway, but that's okay. You're not going to take our children.
And so with the kids that have been trafficked into this stuff, do you find that the majority of them stay here in the U.S. or are they getting sent overseas? Because you don't think that, you don't think in the U.S. about there being, maybe the house next door having some kid that's being trafficked out, or something like that. What do you get in that experience, do you think?
Yeah, these girls who are recovering or assisting in their recovery are all American children. We've actually retrieved 5 American children from Mexico. And one girl, if you have time for a true story, young girl from Sparks, Nevada here in Nevada, about a year ago, was coerced by a 29-year-old gangster out of her house. And one day mom wakes up to take her to school and her child's gone, windows open. And she called Sparks, Nevada PD. Mom called us. We helped Sparks, Nevada, and we located her down in California. And some of our operators used to work intelligence with the Mexican police, and we coordinated. We got him arrested. He's now on his way to prison, and she's in a safe place in rehabilitation.
Well, that is fantastic. Now, how, you say you're a volunteer organization. If somebody wants to help out, donate some money, or maybe if there's someone who's a private investigator who might be interested in helping you guys search for these children, how can they help you out?
Well, I am so glad you brought that up because we have a reserve unit that consists of former special operators, current or retired peace officers, and licensed private investigators, over 100 across the country. So if you want to help out, whether it's volunteer or financially, go to our website, SavedInAmerica.org, SavedInAmerica.org, and if you fit our category for volunteer, we'd love to have you on. My case manager, by the way, is my son, who's a Charlottesville police officer who flew in for this operation. So we love the good guys. We love law enforcement. We love our special operators. We love our military. So we accept all the help we can get because it's together. We have to work together to save our children from these evil gangbangers, prison gang members, and cartel guys. So.
Well, thank you very much, Joseph. I sure appreciate it. That's Joseph Travers with Saved in America. You heard the website, so please go give them a hand. Thank you very much, and you're listening to The Lars Larson Show.